This is by far the worst job market that I've seen in my entire adult life. What we're seeing is big companies like Amazon, Microsoft, UPS slash hundreds of thousands of jobs, leaving millions of Americans unemployed. And in this video, I'm going to share the current state of the job market, where I think we're going from here. And if you're a recent college grad or you're looking for work, I'm just going to give some quick tips and tricks. Let's dive in and let's look at some data. And we have to remember that all of these job cuts are coming after the federal government announced thousands of job cuts to the federal workforce over the past year or so. And what this means for the data guys is that over the past year, we've seen unemployment slowly tick higher and higher. And right now, we're currently at about 4.4%. I'll pull up a chart from the Federal Reserve. Now, if you want my opinion, I actually think that we're gonna go higher. I think that we're gonna get into the 5% unemployment range, unfortunately, because the data does lag, and that could be very dangerous for so many families across America. And I'm gonna share this next stat that I think will really surprise you guys. It surprised me. Let's dive into this one. So now I'll pull up a chart from the Wall Street Journal, guys, and this chart is showing the average amount of time it takes for someone who's unemployed to find work. Just take a look at this. As you can see, it's slowly ticked up over the past year, past few months, but right now we're currently at about 25 weeks. 25 weeks without work. Just think about that. Think about how much that would hurt for a family, even a dual income household, let alone a single income household, how harmful that can be, especially because people are living paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of families don't have 6 months, when we're talking about 6 months, of fully funded emergency fund and expenses. That can be so harmful for any family. 25 weeks is a really long time to go without work. And it's very easy to understand why so many people are having a hard time finding a job in today's market. And it's because all of these big companies, not all of them, but a lot of them, are slashing thousands of jobs. And it's especially harmful for people who just graduated college and are looking for an entry-level job. In fact, guys, Amazon said last Wednesday that they'd be laying off an additional 16,000 corporate employees. Just think about that. And that comes after Amazon laid off 14,000 in the fall. And they're not the only ones. UPS is laying off thousands of jobs. Nike's laying off thousands of jobs. You see it in the headlines every single day, and it's really scary out there. Little POV shot here. This is the trail that I'm going on. I actually just got a nice gimbal here that I'm working with, and I can maneuver the camera. Let's go a little left. Not bad, not bad. Just a nice peaceful day. There's usually cows out here, but not seeing any right now. So something that surprises me, guys, is that despite all this overwhelming data showing how hard it is to get a job right now and the federal government's laying off people, is how many people, especially in the media space, say how good this economy is, how good the job market is, how healthy everything is. I fully disagree, and this might be anecdotal, guys. You tell me in the comments. But a lot of my friends, a lot of people in my life share how hard it is right now to find work. And not even that, how hard it is to save for a house, to save for anything other than your daily expenses, because so many people are living just paycheck to paycheck. And for those of you who are in your 20s or 30s and are struggling to find work, first of all, I am sorry for you. It is a very tough and competitive job market out there. So I feel for you, but I will share some advice that's worked in my life. Don't worry about networking and getting 100 contacts, but do worry about making genuine connections with people in your field who you admire, who you want to be like. So for example, if you went to school to be an engineer and you're struggling to find work, well, find 10 companies that you want to work out in your area and email the people who are in those roles and offer to buy them coffee. Sit down with them for 15 minutes and ask them questions. And this is what I learned from a book called The Proximity Principle. Ken Coleman wrote. I really like him. He used to be a part of the Ramsey personalities. And he talks about finding people in your field. And I'll also quickly add that if you're in the position where you're looking for work or you're unemployed and you're kind of scared and hesitant to reach out to people, I will tell you that it is scary, but you have to take control. You have to start making contacts and reaching out to people, because if you just sit back and do nothing about it, nothing is going to change and you're just gonna have more of the same. But I'm telling you, if you make genuine connections with people and you honor them, you ask them questions, you show up, day after day, they will open doors for you and you can absolutely change your life and not have to worry about being unemployed. So thank you guys for watching. Stay strong out there. Make sure you're subscribed for more videos. We are just getting started here at Dividends and Doors. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm out.